I am one of the people in the world that has to live with a rare condition, and although I have to deal with that, I'm going to be talking a lot about my personal journey and struggle with what I have to deal with. I'm under no illusion that I'm the only one in the world to face a challenge of some kind. For me, this is very difficult to deal with because there is so much that's unknown, so much that I just have no control over. And I really think that's the hardest part for anyone with dealing with different things is, no, you know, when you're confronted with things that you just can't control. And it's tough. But it's the sad reality that we all live in right now. And we could look around and think that everybody else has it so much easier. But those are thoughts and feelings, like I said, I think that most of us have from time to time, and I really don't think that those feelings are talked about enough. It's considered negative to be real and honest. And so most people hold those authentic human thoughts inside. And it's at great cost to themselves, to myself, to ourselves as humans, you know, whether we realize it or not. So now, I know there may be lots of people who disagree with me. I don't seem to think the same way that most people think about many different things. But I hope that if there's anyone out there that this resonates with, that it helps you feel just a little less alone. So I'm going to be sharing my whole reason for starting this vlog, or I am not sure what to even call it, is so that I can put some information out there for other people who might be suffering with the same condition that I have, so that when they are Googling or YouTubing for something and they're not really finding much about people with similar conditions to be able to relate to and try to draw comfort from. So I'm going to share what my condition is, and kind of where I'm at in my journey with this condition. Please ignore the big zit that I have right there. A little over 3 months ago, I had my first MRI, and that was for some chronic back pain that I had been experiencing for several months. Prior to that MRI, I'd had you know, just the wait and see approach to my first appointment for the back pain I was having. It didn't go away, didn't get better, and then went back to the doctors. My pain still hadn't went away. I was in like severe pain, serious pain at that point, and the prednisone did help alleviate some of the pain that I was experiencing. It didn't make it go completely away, but it helped it to be manageable again. So I'd say it took it from like an 8 or 9 to where like I was visibly shaky just from the amount of pain I was in constantly, down to like 3. And that's pretty much where it's rested ever since I first started having back pain in my lower back. And so that's pretty much what it is all the time, at least. And doing different things makes it worse, and I'll get into that later or another video. But the x-ray came back fine. The prednisone seemed to have helped alleviate some of the severity of the pain that I was in. The pain was still there after the x-ray, so they, and you know, some time had went by, I think another month or so, and it really wasn't any better. So they sent me for an MRI to see if they can see what's going on. That MRI, you know, I was worried, thinking, you know, all these things. You feel this terrible pain in your back for months and months and months. It just doesn't go away, and you get worried. You just have all these things going through your head. The very last thing that I thought it would be what it was. So waited like a week and a half to get my results, hadn't got them back. I had I had an appointment for physical therapy. It was my first appointment for that, and I went to it, but I noticed in the middle of it, I got an email saying you have new results. So from, you know, it was just automatically released. So I logged into my email, and I logged into my electronic account, and the results were in, and it said that my MRI showed a partially visualized syrinx. And I'm like, well, what the heck is that? I start panicking. I don't even remember hearing what the physical therapist was even saying to me at that point. Went to get some paperwork and came back, and it was just, I have no idea what was going on the rest of that appointment. I like was Googling, what is this? Trying to figure out what it could be, and I left. I started panicking. My appointment was over, thanked them, went and got in the car. I sat in the car, and I just started panicking, like finishing my frantic Google search of what the heck that is.